This news program is proudly brought to you by
Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits
and Now Biscuits.
Domestic flights disrupted due to fuel rationing. Security Forum backs Porgera mine. And Alatau observes no plastic policy. Good evening, you're watching National EMTV News. I'm Grace Papiali. Thank you for joining us. Air Niugini flights have been reduced moderately as of today due to the rationing of fuel. PNG Air has also released a statement advising that scheduled and chartered flights are subject to cancellations.
According to a statement released today by Air Niugini, the rationing of fuel is beyond their control, and for business continuity, steps have been taken in terms of reducing the number of flight operations. Air Niugini's acting Chief Executive Officer Gary Seddon said they will not compromise safety and deeply regrets the schedule reduction, and asked for customers' understanding and cooperation as they navigate this challenge to their operations in the country. PNG Air also released a statement stating that due to reasons of the same in terms of fuel rationing, flights both charter and schedule are subject to cancellation and will be ongoing until the fuel issue is addressed. This is an evolving situation, and the airline companies will communicate any schedule changes. Customers who have already purchased tickets are advised to check with the nearest ticket office, customer call center or local travel agent for further information on travel. Puma Energy on Monday announced that they will be carrying out fuel rationing due to challenges in obtaining sufficient foreign currency through authorized foreign exchange dealers and the Bank of Papua New Guinea in order to pay their fuel suppliers in foreign currency. The rationing will be for an indefinite period. Florence John Duo, National EMTV News.
The first step towards reopening of the new Porgera mine has started following a security forum, where leaders and security forces appealed to warring tribes surrounding the mine to stop their tribal conflicts, as these conflicts affect the mine, businesses, and the Porgera Valley.
Speaking during the forum, Prime Minister James Marape appealed to the people of Porgera to stop their tribal fights, as the national government will come hard on them.
Tupla man, you like hold him gun. Government and become on the force, you step up. Yeah.
The benefits for the new Porgera mine is set to be 51% for the next 10 years.
Before royalties, I got deduction, 3+4 deduction. Now people make him royalty straight. Value long gold, kiss him straight 3% and 1% on top. People talk to long kiss him 5%. Kind of somebody, company talk. You see 51 pennies, so why you like me? You give more. I'm alright, put in one and bloody go said go. People like 1% royalty extra.
Minister for Mining Sir Ano Pala assured the people of Porgera that a new mining license will be issued at the end of August 2023 prior to the hosting of the Porgera Mine Development Forum. A 18 million kina check was presented to authorities to host the forum.
So on the 30th of August, we will issue a new license for new Porgera, and we will start the mining operation under our new company. So today as a part of this speech, I now declare the Development Forum open.
Minister Pala again appealed to the people to refrain from fighting and tap into the spin-off benefits from the mine.
Number one thing for me as a minister is to ensure that there is peace. Without peace, we cannot dig. Without peace, we cannot have access to our gold in the ground.
Prime Minister James Marape said the first gold and revenue from the new Porgera mine is anticipated by October of this year or thereafter. Cynthia Maku, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, during the security forum held at Payam in Wabeg, the national government has announced a total of 700 million kina for a 7-year infrastructure development grant to further address issues in the area.
We talking all leaders finish 700 million kinaya inablo mipla tromai longarabol sem IDG blong PNG LNG project waste infrastructure development grant lo nublo Porgera must go straight long fix him resettlement na better life long Porgera Valley na Enga province with us.
Meantime, the town authority of the quiet township of Alatau in the Milne Bay province has implemented a no betel nut chewing law within the vicinity of the town area. This has seen a much cleaner town, with the people of Milne Bay being encouraged to continue to uphold this law.
With the aim to keep the provincial capital of Milne Bay clean, the town authority has introduced a fine for people who chew betel nut in the town area and in certain facilities as well. This has resulted in the vicinity of the town being kept clean and tidy. Although Milne Bay people are known as great chewers of betel nut, they uphold this policy, and this is encouraging to see. The whole vicinity of the town area is without any betel nut spittle, and rubbish are kept in trash bins located at strategic locations throughout the town. EMTV News understands similar policy has been implemented in NCD's Boroko suburb with spot fines applicable to those who are found in possession and chewing of betel nut. Lindy Suharupa, National EMTV News.
Alatau Main Market in the Milne Bay province has introduced a no plastic policy within the vicinity of the market. This policy has been in effect for almost a month now, with both vendors and customers told to abide by the new law.
Alatau Main Market, situated in the heart of the town, could be one of the cleanest market facilities in the southern region. This is due to the market administration introducing a total ban on the use of plastics within the facility of the market. Market manageress Sharon Maisaveni talks more on this.
Currently, why we did a ban on plastic sales and use of plastics in the market, purposely when the market was recognized, especially the fish market was recognized as one of the examples of blue economy by the UNDP. When we went into fishing cooperatives, I went to Mosby to do the UNDP presentation, and then market became one of the conservation that we tried to implement, such by protecting our ocean, not to throw plastics to spoil our marine life. So that's how we implemented a ban of plastics in the market. We took up the initiative.
Customers and vendors alike were told to weave coconut baskets to use and sell instead of plastics. This, according to the market manageress, is an initiative of the market administration, and everyone using the facility of the market is adhering to it. The no plastic policy should be encouraged and implemented in all the main markets throughout the country. Lindy Suharupa, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National EMTV News. The member for Mosby Northwest, Lawyer Boy Samuel, said he has held peace talks with the people of Gabi in Hanwabada and the Port Moresby Technical College administrators about the killing of a student last month.
The fight that followed after an alleged stealing sadly claimed the life of a student last month. The member also confirmed that the tension between the two opposing groups has since subsided.
I was part of the peace negotiations, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were able to, all the parties were able to make peace, protect the students and also the Gabi people.
Samuel also said he has been in contact with the family of the deceased student.
I think I got a letter from the family as well. They were requesting some form of compensation, so we're also going to talk to the governor and we'll also look into that as well.
During the peace talks, he had recommended that they have to set up a committee between the students, the representatives from the United Church of Gabi, its office and also the police to ensure that something like this does not happen again in the future. Cynthia Maku, National EMTV News.
Police officers in the Milne Bay province lack logistics and manpower. Most times when there is lawlessness in one part of the province, it is difficult for police officers to attend to this swiftly as there is only one vehicle available for them to use. This was alluded to by the Provincial Police Commander, Chief Inspector Benjamin Kua, yesterday.
The provincial police station in the Milne Bay province is situated right in the middle of Alotau town. This small yet significant building manages law and order issues in all 4 districts of the province. There is, however, challenges faced by the police officers, as explained by Milne Bay's Provincial Police Commander, Chief Inspector Benjamin Kua, in an exclusive interview with EMTV News.
Policing in the Milne Bay province is quite a big challenge in terms of manpower and resources. Since it's a maritime province, we have 4 districts and only 1 district is the mainland, and the other 3 districts is the island districts that make up the province. We actually have 1 or 2 in each district, police officers, literally no other police officers to police the area.
PPC Kua further highlighted the need for police presence and visibility throughout the province. He said youths in the province have mimicked late Tommy Baker, the infamous criminal in the province. However, his men are working with community leaders to attempt awareness and minimize this lawlessness in the mainland and all 3 island districts. He elaborates further on this awareness.
So there's been some success when we're doing all awareness across the North Coast area. So other parts of the province we have to do it as well. So there are talk coming in from the groups and the criminal gang that they want to surrender, but they fear that the task force will kill them. All these things coming, so now we're trying to organize a safe avenue for them to meet, and then the church will be involving.
According to PPC Kua, although lawlessness is somewhat a concern in the province, the local people are all well-mannered and uphold law and order. Kua said it is only the youths that need to change their mindsets. This is his appeal to the youths in the province.
So I appeal to all our youths who are in the gang groups to stop what they're doing, because you will pay a price.
Lindy Suharupa, National EMTV News.
The recent eviction that took place at Konebada in the Mosby South electorate has left families who have been residing in over 20 houses homeless. Member for Mosby South, Justin Tachenko, and the acting managing director of National Housing Corporation recently visited and addressed the families and the community. These evicted families have been living for almost a week in makeshift shelters built just opposite to where they were evicted. Almost all of them have no place to stay, and that has gone to the attention of their district's MP. Tachenko addressed the communities, stating that his district and NCDC will be assisting the families.
For those families the 26 of them that have lived here and that have suffered because of this eviction exercise by Nongo, myself and Governor and my office will look after you personally through our district office. That is now pending is between you're a victim of NHC and Professor Nongo. You're the victim because of greed and because of this outstanding situation that's been going on for so long. I sympathize with you 100%.
Acting Managing Director for National Housing Corporation, Abel Toll, also addressed the people.
But still, NHC workload still try me to fight him this case. But no got good support. No previous governments, previous all ministers, no managing directors, and that was the reason why you may come this stage now. But that doesn't mean that Mibla will stop. NHC, we are still committed to take this case through the highest, the last option you may got now to file a Supreme Court review, to review the entire process, and that's the final stage block court. Even this court where Professor I'm winning this case law, Supreme Court is basically challenging the process. The process law, how we go about the canceling title. It does not go to the merit of how I'm title. So that is still there for us to question. I have already instructed our external lawyers to file the Supreme Court review.
This eviction matter is pending in the National Court. The BSP Financial Group Limited remains committed as an advocate against family, sexual and gender-based violence. The bank has extended its partnership support to the Grassgate project that will spark students' enthusiasm in identifying red flags and cultivating environmental awareness on family, sexual and gender-based violence in their communities.
BSP, in partnership with the Grassgate Project, launched the Grassgate Project 10 Million Strong Leadership Program at Badiagua Secondary School in Port Moresby recently. The 10 Million Strong Leadership Program nurtured open communication, problem-solving, decision-making and emotional intelligence, while reinforcing good behavior and providing opportunities for youth development. These programs aim to combat gender-based violence, promote gender equity, address health issues, and build resilient and inclusive communities. The program has been approved by the NCD School Board and is being piloted at the Badiagua Secondary School. The bank will support the project for the next 3 years. Head of Procurement with BSP's Finance and Planning Strategic Business Unit says this program aims to work with students and survivors in communities to break down vicious behaviors and attitudes towards women through awareness on gender equity and gender-based violence programs. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
20 queen bees from Australia have arrived safely in PNG to boost the production of honey in the country. The arrival of the bees is through arrangements under the DAL Australian Centre for International Agriculture Research Partnership on Apiculture Development in the country.
The Acting Secretary for the Department of Agriculture and Livestock, Dr. Nelson Simbigan, upon the arrival of the bees said this will be a major boost for bee farmers who will be restocked with improved breeds to develop apiculture development in the country. The Australian Centre for International Agriculture Research transported the 20 queen bees at a cost of 150,000 kina. These queen bees are specifically bred to improve the gene in local bees, of which Dr. Simbigan said had declined through inbreeding since the first ones were imported from New Zealand 44 years ago. Dr. Simbigan said the queen bee will be flown out to Goroka in the Eastern Highlands province under quarantine. He said the first job following all formalities would be to ensure all beehives in each district are requeened with new queen bees. Other beehives throughout the country will be attended to soon after all beehives in the Eastern Highlands province are completed. Cynthia Maku, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to National EMTV News. Member for Mosby Northwest, Lawyer Boy Samuel, highlighted that the Gerehu, Hohola and Morata clinics will be refurbished as per the plans for his electorate.
Hospital of the size to totally rehabilitate it to acceptable levels, maybe between 10 and 12 million. It'll cost around that between NCDC and Northwest, and also the Office of Governor. And I'm also part of the permanent committee for health, parliamentary committee for health. So I met with the ADB as well. So we're trying to look at rehabilitating the Tokara clinic, which has been neglected for like the last 40 years. So we're looking at that. Also trying to put a clinic at Hohola, also rehabilitating the clinic at Morata. So the next 5 years, we also need to rehabilitate all the clinics and hospitals. And also we are thankful for Motueka Assembly who were able to help us build a hospital at Tanubara.
A total of 80 Papua New Guinean cultural dancers and representatives from the National Museum, National Cultural Commission and Tourism Promotion Authority left this morning for the Melanesian Arts and Culture Festival in Vanuatu. The PNG government has assisted them with a total of 2.4 million kina to participate in this event.
The 2023 Melanesian Arts and Culture Festival kicked off in Port Vila on Wednesday with participants from the Melanesian Spearhead Group, which includes Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Fiji, Vanuatu, and New Caledonia in attendance. Melanesia is important in terms of politics, culture and economy within the South Pacific region. Therefore, Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture Henry Leonard stressed that we need to maintain our identity, customs and culture in the global community.
In terms of politics, economy and social developments, Melanesia must stand out, and we need to maintain that cohesion within the global community. And such event that is to be staged in Vanuatu demands for all the Melanesians to come together. And we must showcase our culture and our identity. Now, given the fact that Papua New Guinea is an important partner in the United Nations, our identity must stand out. We have to speak out.
Minister Leonard says their main purpose is about tourism, and participating in this event aims to promote and showcase our culture.
Our culture is one of those profound resources, whether it be tangible or intangible, it must be realized. And in this case, it's all about tourism. We want to package our culture, our tradition. And in this event, we are showcasing and even packaging it.
The festival will close in the first week of next month, and they are expected to return by 4th of August. Melanesian Arts and Culture Festival occurs every 4 years, and PNG's last host for the event was in the year 2014 here in Port Moresby. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
The Department of Information and Communication Technology is moving towards digitizing national and local level governments as the country advances into the digital space. The department successfully completed a digital transformation workshop for the Momase region in Madang and will now move to the Highlands region in the coming week.
The government officials from East Sepik, West Sepik and Madang, and students and staff from the Divinewood University were also invited to attend this workshop. The 3-day workshop highlighted policies that are being developed by the department, which will be used as standard guides for officers at the national and sub-national levels. The workshop covered policies and legislation set by the government with the aim to transform all government operations into the digital space. All provincial and local level government websites have been developed, and all public servants will be using a standard email for all official government businesses and not private emails in the future. Department of ICT Executive Manager Robertson Asari explained why it is important for public servants to be informed on digital transformation.
The goal is that how do they participate together and how do they align to the national agenda that we are driving. The outcome for us is that where do we start in terms of implementation? We know that at the sub-national level, very basic services like access to finances, IFMS, access to payroll systems, or having basic emails to communicate, having website to actually communicate with the citizens. And these are very fundamental. From here, we're expecting that we realign ourselves at the sub-national level.
Asari said technology can provide an effective and transparent pathway for government operations and service delivery. Therefore, it is important to educate them on the changes and advancement in technology.
Looking at ICT, understanding that there are standards, we can go on the cloud and we can actually provision services now and going forward. Things like websites or applications or connectivity for that matter. So the next step is basically planning, alignment of provincial policies and so forth. And then from there we can actually align to bring services down or support implementation at the sub-national level.
Acting District Administrator for Nuku District in Sundown Province, Paul Nengai, said digital transformation will assist them with data management.
Good. I'm excited actually to attend this workshop because I'm learning a lot of things. Being an administrator, it's very critical that at the management level we know how to manage our data and what we got to build to safeguard our. There are so many developments taking place, but we don't have data. So ICT now will now help us to store those data.
Nengai said it is now up to the provincial heads and the political leaders to prioritize money for ICT development in their budgets. Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sport. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. And after timeout due to the pandemic, the Port Moresby Schools football competition is back on and well into its round 4 of competitions, this time with the Go Rural to Go Global's attention.
With 9 schools in participation, the tournament today kicked off competitions with the Under-6 League, then saw the Under-18 to the Under-18 League playoffs at the Sir John Guy Stadium and Port Moresby International School Field take place simultaneously. This was affirmed by the competition coordinator, Julius Magay.
COVID started and it stopped everything, so this is the first year we're trying to revive the competition again. So not many schools are taking part. Hopefully next year we'll register more schools. That's our aim, to get more kids involved, and we are providing opportunities for them to learn the game and also develop other social skills.
Interested in the Junior League was the Go Rural to Go Global strategy team on site to do registrations of the young players.
So Go Rural to Go Global is a government intervention strategy for sports. In terms of academic excellence, we're here attached with and having a partnership with the schools program for soccer. And so we can be able to drive that strategy through with the schools and the kids that are involved in this sporting activity.
Divisions for the school competition sees mixed teams for the Under-6 to the Under-10s and girls and boys leagues for the Under-12s to Under-18s. Natasha Ovoy, Chukai Sports.
The Connie Tigers, one of the oldest rugby clubs in existence since 1956, today received new jerseys sponsored by Nextown Technology. The club's president, Benson Upa, said this is the first time in 6 years that the team has a new jersey.
While expressing his gratitude to the Nextown Technology, the club president said that the team lacked sponsors' assistance in the recent years.
We're thankful for Nextown Technology to be part of Connie Tigers. We're a community team and they have seen our need. We've had sponsorship. We had no sponsorship for the last 6 years after we had our traditional sponsor from Lay Biscuit Company who has been sponsoring for decades.
Being one of the longest-running teams since the Port Moresby National Rugby League's inception, alongside the Paga Panthers and the Maganis, Nextown Technology noted that it was an honor to assist the club. This was expressed by Nextown Technology's sales and marketing executive, Bobby Saria, who also mentioned future assistance to the club. Today is the club's first game in their new uniforms. Meanwhile, Port Moresby NRL competitions are ongoing, with the Paga Panthers beating the Maganis in the under-20s, the Women League and the A grade in yesterday's games. Natasha Ovoy, Chukai Sports.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus. With you always.
Now taking a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, cloudy and windy with possible drizzles. Daru, cloudy and windy. Kerema, cloudy periods with rain showers, drizzles overnight. Alatau, cloudy with rain drizzles at times tonight. Popondetta, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms tonight. In the Momase region, Lay City, cloudy with overnight rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang, Wewak and Vanimo, cloudy with overnight rain showers and thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy with few overnight showers and possible thunderstorms. Kavieng, partly cloudy with brief overnight showers. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy, few overnight showers. Kimbe, partly cloudy with morning brief showers. Buka, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with showers and drizzles and possible thunderstorms tonight, then morning fog. Goroka and Kundiawa, cloudy with rain drizzles tonight, then morning fog. Mendi and Wabeg, cloudy with rain showers, drizzles tonight, then morning fog. Waters of southern PNG, Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, to Kerema, to Yule Island, to Port Moresby, to Hood Point, to Samarai Islands, seas 1 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to eastern and western Milne Bay Islands, to Cape Vogel, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters north of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf, to Finchafen, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Finchafen through VTS Dampier Straits to CSC Long Island, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters north of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Britain to New Ireland, seas 1 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Bougainville, seas 2 to 3 meters. Coral Sea sees moderate to rather rough southeast winds of 20 to 25 knots. Solomon Sea sees rather rough southeast winds of 20 to 30 knots. Bismarck Sea sees light to moderate southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean sees light to moderate southwest tending clockwise winds of 10 to 20 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 22nd of July 2023. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.